behind the wall too. This next guy, I think I saw him in the bathroom, so I'm going there. I don't know if he's going to be on the wall, but maybe he'll tell you that. Very looking forward to seeing this fellow perform. Please welcome to the stage, very funny guy, Ian von Steffen. Let's hear it for Ian von Steffen.
Good evening. Let's first give it up for like everybody performing tonight. That's it. That's something that you need to do. Because you guys probably work like real jobs and shit. And when you're a comic, that you're in kind of an artistic way of life, and that kind of sucks. Because like when I was growing up, I would read a lot of books in like American literature class. Like I would read about like Jared Kerouac. And like the quotes that he would ever talk about, like, you know, whoa, we would just sit in the sunlight and watch it rise, and we would keep warm with lovemaking, and poverty was just never that much of an apparent thing. And no, I don't think it's really that romanticized. It's not even that cool. Like, being really poor when you're an artist is like, imagine somebody rifling through their kitchen, desperately trying to find that one meal that's not going to give them violent diarrhea. Yeah, that's the case. I realize some things too, just being poor right now. Like, I think that right now in the modern era, it's really awesome to be poor now as opposed to being the richest person in 1989. Here's why. First of all, you're both driving the same car, an '89 BMW. And you know, like like they loved back then was cars with 90-degree angles. Like, that was just the awesomest thing. Just so many angles. You could just fit your 64 box of Crayola right in the dashboard. Isn't that nice? And then now you're driving that car and you're just holding the spoiler down with duct tape. And that's fun. It sucks so bad being poor. But there's also good things too. Like, people here probably like music. I do. And you know, we live in a day and age where you have to like really good music. People have upped their game. It's very sophisticated now. And like now, I can pop open this shitty laptop that's dented and has stickers on it and shit. Like, I don't care about it, but I can pop that open if I wanted to listen to a song I was ashamed of. Like, if I wanted to listen to Bad Company's Shooting Star, I could. And first of all, that song, if you guys don't know it, it's so gay you can actually feel greasy chest hair in your ear when you're listening to it. And I've listened to that by myself. I'll just pop open the laptop at like 2 in the morning stoned, and I'm like, don't you know, any shooting star, don't you know? And I go off alone. And back in '89, like, you'd have to like go to the record shop and buy the fucking thing. Like, you couldn't just listen to it. You'd have to go to the record shop and go, yeah, I want Bad Fucking Company. And why not throw in some Right Said Fred while we're at it? I'm a grown fucking man. I got money. I'm buying this record. Fucking adult. Don't look at me that way with your nose ring, you record shop piece of shit. And the other thing about '89 is, and I have to get into porn, because who hasn't tonight? But like, now, if I wanted to see something depraved, I can, the worst case scenario, if I wanted to see something that was very specific for whatever erection I wanted that night, I could go on the internet and find it. I could go to like, I could make up 2 disgusting words and just type it into the search bar. I'd be like, slutbaseball.com, and I'll fucking find something. If I really wanted to see like a midget shit on a Scrabble board while wearing like an SS uniform, I could find that in like 45 minutes. So, I mean, that takes a long time, but it's 45 minutes. 1989, you clearly just did cocaine off of a glass coffee table to come up with this idea. And you really need to get this fucking thing done. So you're like you have 2 options if you're a rich guy in '89. You go to the porn theater, and let's be honest, you have to invest in like a trench coat and sunglasses so people don't run into you that you know. And if that doesn't fucking happen for you, then you have to like buy a prostitute. And it's 2 in the morning, so how are you gonna find a black midget at that hour? Like, you just gonna like fucking, and then you get it done, you call the call girl, and it's like 2 hours because the midget's in another fucking county. And like it's just fucking driving up to your house and shit, and then by the time you get there, you've already jerked off and it's over. Like you have buyer's remorse. You're just like, I'm sorry. I mean, the midget's like, do you have any idea? Like, I had to come here from like Winchendon. You're a piece of shit. It's like, there's no 24-hour Walmarts you can just get Scrabble for. Fuck you. Last thing I'm gonna note on is anybody here a smoker? Good. Okay. When I was growing up, I remember the DARE program used to tell me that like when you smoked, you would stunt your growth, you'd look super old, and you'd lose your hair. And I want everyone to take a good look at me. Because I'm 26 and I've been smoking for 10 years, okay? I look like an 8th grade lesbian power forward. That's the lot that's been cast in life. Would I have just been a 9-foot tall hairy baby had I never smoked a fucking cigarette? Anybody want a peanut? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tonight. It's been nice to meet you.
Steffen. 89.